Yeah, we're the book club because my brother was like, we didn't have a name at the time, and he was trying to make fun of us because we were really loud, and a book club's not that loud.
They tell you give and take, but take more than you can give. Now you're drowning in the fiction when they told you not to swim. Take a look at all the people that are in the same boat. Accept your and the others we can make it out the flow.
He's like, aha, juxtaposition, and then we just sort of took it up unironically. So yeah. Hey camera, I'm Russell from the book club. I play guitar and I sing.
Hey, I'm Juno. I play the drums and sing, but only for one song.
My name's Owen, and I play bass in the book club. Hi, I'm Eric. I play guitar in the book club. I also play keys and a bunch of other stuff here and there.
Hi, my name is Maddie Martin, and I play the clarinet and sing my voice in the book club.
Hey, I'm Dan. I play the valve trombone, and I also sing a little bit too.
Hi, I am Ethan. I'm in the book club, unsurprisingly. I play the bass trombone.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play saxophone, specifically the alto and tenor. I prefer to call them my bendy sax whistles.
Ska, it relies on the upbeat strokes or guitar or keys, while also having a walking bass line. That's a pretty key component. And some people might tell you need horns. You really don't. Ska can just be those two things, I think.
First wave was all about solidarity between the races. That's why we have the two-tone. Like the black and white checkerboard, that's why that's a thing. Because all of the stuff was about unity and like protesting discrimination and whatnot.
One of the ways ska has been described on the internet, ska is what goes through an elementary school student's head when they have mozzarella sticks. Which I think is an oversimplification and a kind of childish and also just very surface level depiction of it. When you really get into it, it's so much deeper than that, especially what we play. Like, we don't sing about beer or ex-girlfriends or anything. Like we sing about like real shit that's like important to us.
As a band, we kind of started as more of like a punk or like a rock band. And so a lot of the early ska stuff we played was more third wave and stuff because that's like ska punk or punk with ska or other way around. But then as we start writing more, we kind of start leaning into like ska core territory, or we just wrote a ska swing song that is ska core for like a little bit there. Like the more and more we listen, because there's so many good ska bands around right now who are just keep influencing the sound and keep progressing it, but while still maintaining true to the roots. And so we're kind of trying to do that ourselves, of just, we are having fun through ska music, because it is one of the most versatile genres. Whether people think that it is or not, they don't realize that it is.
I think the best way I would describe ours is neurodivergent ska. You can kind of see all the shit that's going on in our brains while we're playing. Like just in the way that we're on stage and the way we write our music, the way we perform, the way the lyrics come across. Like we're just, like we're a flaming hot mess, but we put on a great show.
The DIY ska scene is really us, a few other little smaller bands, because everybody else got signed to labels that were from Pittsburgh. But we definitely fit in with the DIY punk aspect of it because we're so close to punk and we basically do punk songs. And there's a bigger DIY punk scene in Pittsburgh. Very much a learning process. I had no experience in it before, and we're still kind of meeting people as we go. It's been very much just who's who, knowing who. So we just book shows, we're meeting new people, and just being like, hey, you're pretty cool, let's play a show together. So it's just been a lot of meeting people, meeting other cool people who like other music like you, and just like, let's play a show together, and we put it together.
We've had a wonderful time. Just like we've met very, very nice people. Some of the nicest people I've ever met. just at shows and like playing with them. And now we're like super good buddies with a couple bands we played.
And so whenever we go to a show in the Pittsburgh scene, we all kind of start to know each other. And then, you know, how we made friends with Harold's Goose. Those are our BFFs. Those are our BFFs. And it's because the Pittsburgh music scene, I feel like, for the most part, is just so, like, we are so nice to each other.
So, the one that comes to mind is scheduling.
Coordination of people.
We're twice the size as most normal bands.
You have to coordinate 10 people's schedules.
Because there's so many of us, I feel like it's hard to like keep an organized thought.
Besides scheduling, everyone that I say that we have 9 people in the band goes, how do you even manage that? Like, 1, get them on stage, and 2, get everybody together consistently. And I'm like, I have no idea how we do it, but we do.
You went down to the shore, kicking rocks 'cause you
So we are putting our hearts out there to make music for other people. We're making music for us, but we're also making music for other people to consume.
It's perfect. We gotta spread great music and have good times. Make some cool friends all around the way.
Our purpose isn't only to like share our music with other people, but it's to share our experience and what we're feeling playing the music, is to share our feelings with them as well. Because like when you have an audience that gets you and is like really vibing with you, like that's a win-win. It just becomes a paradox at that point, because I'm like, well, the audience is having fun, so I'm having even more fun because I'm having more fun, the audience is having more fun, and it just keeps going back and forth.
place for everything.
The fact that we're all musicians, so like when we practice, yeah, sometimes we work on notes, but like coming from a music teacher where that's all I do all day. Mm-hmm. It's fun to just come together with a group of musicians and just make music. Like, we're all doing things as a band that we don't notice we're doing, but it's like really cool to think about.
Self-expression. Because like in the 3 years I've been in the band now, holy shit. Like we've all like the band has changed so much, we've all changed so much. We can look back and go like, wow, this is what we did so long ago. Like, you know, my first show was playing in a church basement.
This is so fun and like freeing, and no one will judge you for like who you actually are and who you actually present to be. And so I think to me it feels like a safe place and just somewhere that I can perform and have fun and be supported by a bunch of people who still love me no matter what.
We're just starting to branch out and starting to play some stuff out of state. Hoping maybe we can start playing farther out of state. We can travel more, maybe get a tour at some point booked, but that'd be super cool. It can happen. Who knows? We put the time into it, anything's possible, but also just like trying to keep an eye on any bands going on tour and being like, hey, we'll open for you. Just make some new friends.
There are also lofty dreams of, you know, being like one of our favorite bands, being the tour and make a living off of that. Mm-hmm. But I think that's more of a, if we can, we will. But if we don't, that's okay too. Because for the most part, I just kind of like playing music and being with my friends. So.
Looking out into the audience and seeing people singing something you wrote is so humbling and it's so crazy. Book club moments are always something special. We always have our quirks from time to time, but like our time playing baseball or duck game, whatever video games we're playing to pass the time.
I want to say it was specifically the small show with the Argonauts, where we were just like messing around on stage during the sound check, and it was just fun, and it somehow managed to just ingrain itself in my mind.
I don't know, every time we've played Mr. Smalls, I think, would be a good, like, sentimental moment, though. I'm going to touch on that aspect. Mm-hmm. When we first played in Shagapalooza, I mean, the idea of that whole thing of a bunch of high school bands, as shitty as we all were, like, being supported by Dale, the janitor, who plays in, he supports us as kids, too, which I think is really cool.
I got into the book club freshman year at Duquesne, I decided to join the pep band because I hate concert band, didn't want to do that again, and Duquesne didn't have a marching band. And I also hate marching band, so I didn't want to do that. I like sports, so I was like, you know what, pep band's the way to go. And in pep band, I proceeded to meet Russell. And thanks to Russell, eventually in the springtime, I got the invite to join the book club as they were in need of an alto saxophonist such as myself. And I came to a practice and I was like, this is epic. And I've been here since.
Favorite bunch of the shows we played, Hans Gruber and the Diehards, who one of my favorite Blands. No, they're not Blands. No, they're a hell of a band though. Nice save.
Car rides have such fun memories.
Oh, my flash is on.
It's just we're on our way. Everyone's in a good mood. Like we're hyped, even to or from. Like we're hyped up for like this show, and like the energy in the air as we're driving there is always just so fun. Malls to this day is still like my favorite place to play at. Period.
Sure.
For a multitude of reasons. So playing there, if I could like, I like the memes where it's like save your family or play Breath of the Wild again for the first time. That's me, but with save your entire family or play at Mr. Small's Theater for the first time again. And then it's Keanu Reeves with a glass of wine like, I'm sorry. Because he chose the latter.
One of my favorite memories of the book club was when I was leaving to go to school last fall, and it felt like really permanent because it was the first time since like COVID had messed up my going to North Carolina in the first place that I was actually going to leave. And then I drove home after this practice of everybody, and everybody said goodbye, like as if I was leaving forever, which I wasn't. I literally showed up to like a show in September. But I felt like it was permanent, and I don't know why, but so I left, and I literally parked my car in Scott Elementary School parking lot and listened to like our, like, either videos that I took of us practicing or the songs that we cover, and like sat there for like an hour and just thought about how much I loved the book band.